Those aren't freckles. That's artillery fungus. Nature's fun little way of saying, nice paint job. Be a shame if something would happen to it. What's up, Shine Seekers? Nick in the Evocative Garage, and today we're playing Dermatologist for a 2011 Chevy Camaro that has artillery fungus all over it. And these fungi have baked in for years, so showroom perfect's off the table. But the goal is, a noticeable improvement, and to show you some data-driven steps on how you can get this off your vehicle and some tips to keep it off your vehicle. So at the end of the day, hopefully we get a reality check that's bigger than my caffeine addiction. Let's go. Artillery fungus. Tiny cannons launch spore goo up to 20 feet where it hardens like epoxy and eats clear coat for breakfast. Alright, so we foamed some Reset onto the car. That's going to help start to break this stuff down. Plenty of lube using a waterless wash solution with aggressive clay. When you hear the sanding sound stop, you're winning. Then move on to a different spot. We have this. Let's go a little bit crazy and put undiluted Reset on a rag. And these spots that will not come up, I mean, you could feel them. Let's put that on and let's let it set. Let's let it kind of soak in that solution and hopefully loosen it up so we're not chiseling concrete. We've tried claying it, we've tried razor blading it, and it is hard as epoxy. I'm just trying to massage that in there. Now, do I want this on the paint for an extraordinary long time? No, I don't, but I want to try to soften it up and try to get it to release from the paint. Now, to me, I can see it is actually breaking it down a little bit. It's taking a long time. Once we have that broken down like we want to, we're going to go ahead and dilute our chemical. This is water. Alright, we're going to step it up a notch. Let's go solvent base. Tar remover. We're going to put the tar remover on. We're going to let it dwell. Now, make sure you're not doing this outside. Let it try to eat a little bit. Let's try to attack it. Try little areas. While the other side's still soaking, try to combine mechanical abrasion with the chemical. Not working. I was getting a little bit frustrated in the video and I wanted to show you the proper way to use the plastic razor blade. Make sure you have your pointy end facing the car, not the square end. And you're going to approach at a very shallow angle, as shallow as you can make it, and just very lightly, you want to try to get under it, use a light touch to try to remove it. Now, these things are on here. You may have to try to use the edge to help you out, but ultimately, it may not come out. When I was going like this, I had already tried this method and I was just kind of frustrated and just trying whatever might do something. Now this is an alternative method. You can use the square edge to scrape it, but you are going to have some marring from it, but we're going to be correcting the paint anyway. That's on there. What we've done in this section here is we've done a 1000, 2000, 3000 wet sand process, and we're going to buff this out and buff this out, and we're going to compare the two sections to see if there's a noticeable difference. So this vehicle, you could tell, had no real discernible difference from the wet sanded side to the non-wet sanded side. You can tell this two-step correction made a big difference in the appearance of this paint. And what it did is actually remove the micro etch rings that were surrounding each individual artillery fungus where it was attaching itself to the paint. Think of it as skincare, but for your car and a lot more noisy. Now, when we get close, there are still imperfections. See the tiny craters that are left behind in some areas? Clear coat's gone in those spots. Only a respray is going to fix it. But today's mission, vastly better. Not born yesterday. So we spent a lot of this video talking about steps of paint correction and different methods of correction. But very important after we take care of this to consider paint protection. And you have several different options. Your wax will protect for weeks. You can put a sealant on, even a spray sealant that'll last months, or pick a ceramic coating that's going to last for years. Whatever your choice, it's going to ensure that the next mulch barrage wipes off instead of digging into your paint. Prevent spores from redecorating your paint. Put some adequate paint protection on there, and make sure if you see artillery fungi starting to form, the little small black dots, let's get them off of there. So whether it's just flicking them off with your fingernail, or if you need to clay bar it, give us a call and we'll get it taken care of. Evocative.site, best way to get in touch with us.